Hi Angel.
How are you doing?
I'm not feeling great since we are only virtual school, unable to go to school.
Even I feel the same. However, you know what? DIS is coming up with a new thing. It's called Exploration Station.
Oh wow, that is interesting.
I would like to introduce what exactly Exploration Station is.
Sure, go ahead.
Good day everyone. DIS is launching a science series titled Exploration Station, where students investigate the science behind many things we take for granted in our everyday lives. Exploration stations celebrate the wondrous invention all around us by examining what life was without them and the stories of their invention. The first series called Gizmos and Gadgets. As the name suggests, in the series, students explore the how and why of the working of simple gadgets. Exploration Station aims to help students focus more on the application and critical thinking skills than simply memorizing the science facts. This will help students to learn broader concepts, thereby laying a strong foundation for further research and quest for scientific knowledge. The first episode is about thermometer. Now, over to Parth.
Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Parth and today I am here to say overview of topic clinical thermometer. History of clinical thermometer, measuring temperature, reading a thermometer, clinical thermometer, conclusion. History of clinical thermometer. Of the many tools and instruments regarded as essential use, none has such a widespread application as clinical thermometer. Galileo in 1592 devised a crude temperature measuring instrument, but it has no scale and therefore no numerical readings. Further, it was affected by atmospheric pressure. In 1665, Christian Huygens added a scale extending from the freezing point to the boiling point. The original segregated system, Gabriel Daniel Fahrenheit, based his new scale on the mixture of ice and ammonium chloride. As the lower point, he found mercury more useful than the water, as it expanded and contracted more rapidly. The first real medical thermometer was invented by Sir Thomas Albert in 1867. It was 6 inches long and took about 5 minutes to take person's temperature. The modern day thermometers use some type of electric sensors to measure temperature, but the same numerical scale developed in 1700 by Fahrenheit and Celsius are still being used. Over to Visita and Renald.
Doctor, I feel sick and my body is totally hot.
I think you have a temperature.
Doctor, what is the difference between hotness and temperature?
Well, let me explain. Heat and temperature are two words that often confuses people. Heat is a form of energy and its unit is joule, while temperature is the measure of that heat. This means if the heat is more, the temperature is more as well. Let me check your temperature. You have moderate fever.
Doctor, what is this instrument called?
This is known as a clinical thermometer. We use this device to measure the temperature of a human body. There are different sets of thermometers according to their needs. For example, there are a set of thermometers to measure the temperature of a body, while another set of thermometers to measure the freezing points and boiling points during experiments. Here, we will discuss about the clinical thermometer. A clinical thermometer consists of a long, narrow and uniform glass tube. It has a bulb at one end. This bulb contains mercury. Outside the bulb, a small shining thread of mercury can be seen. There's a kink in this tube which prevents the mercury level from falling on its own. If you do not see the thread of mercury, rotate the thermometer a little bit until you see it. There's a scale on the thermometer. This scale is known as the Celsius scale. indicated by degrees Celsius. A clinical thermometer can measure temperatures from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Do you even want to know the properties of the thermometric liquid?
Yes, sure, doctor.
The thermometric liquid should have the following properties. The liquid used must be visible, the thermal expansion of the liquid must be uniform, and the freezing point of the liquid must be low.
Doctor, you have explained so well about the clinical thermometer. Can you also tell me how to read the thermometer?
Sure. The thermometer is washed with water at a normal temperature. It is then given a few jerks. We notice that these jerks get the mercury level back down. We should make sure that the mercury level falls below the 37 degrees Celsius mark or the 98 degrees Fahrenheit mark, which is the normal human body temperature. It is then put under the tongue or under the arms in order to get the reading. We then hold the thermometer close to the eye in order to see the correct reading. The temperature differences between the two bigger marks is noted. Also, the temperature divisions between the two bigger marks indicated by smaller marks is also noted. For example, the two bigger marks read 10 and the smaller division reads 5. Then each division equals to the value of 10 by 5, which is equal to 20.
Thank you so much, doctor.
It's my pleasure. Over to Vincent.
Hi everyone, my name is Vincent. Would you like to know the precautions taken while reading a thermometer? Thermometer should be washed before and after use, preferably with an antiseptic solution. Ensure that before the mercury level does not go below 35 degrees Celsius. Handle the thermometer with care. If it hits any hard object, it could break. Do not hold the thermometer by the bulb while reading it. Now let's learn the significance of clinical thermometer. The temperature of every person may not be 37 degrees Celsius. It could be slightly higher or slightly lower. The 37 degrees Celsius is actually what we call the average temperature of large healthy person. The clinical thermometer was designed to only measure the temperature of human body. The temperature of human body normally does not go below 35 degrees Celsius or above 42 degrees Celsius. That is the reason the thermometer has the range of 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. And a point to remember, do not put the clinical thermometer in hot milk, as the hot milk has more temperature than a clinical thermometer. Thank you. Over to Parth.
Hence, we can conclude that the clinical thermometer is a thermometer used to measure a human body temperature. Most made in 28th century are mercury in glass thermometers. They are accurate and sensitive. These thermometers are used in clinics by doctors, so they are called as doctor thermometer or medical thermometers. Medical thermometers are cleaned before and after each use with alcohol. Thank you.